Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Taurus, there could have been some decisions that you needed to weigh up, possibly the pros and cons in the recent past. I am sensing that a lot of you have been doing a lot of soul searching. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Hierophant showing up in your reading. Yeah, you've been doing some soul searching to really get into alignment with what is true for you, what is going to bring happiness and abundance and financial security. This is about soul purpose, rising above any challenges when it comes to money, when it comes to career, wealth, but taking a look at your belief system as well. So in the recent past here, we have the pendulum. This can be about fluctuating income. Some of you have possibly a sales-based business or you work on commission. There could be income that feels like it's fluctuating a little bit back and forth. I'm getting something with financial support, or perhaps you're on unemployment, or there could be Social Security, something of that nature coming in here for you as well. There's a little bit of indecision in the past, but I'm getting that in the present and definitely the near future, you're getting completely honest about what you need to do. And there's clarity coming in around the people that you work with, or situations that may have felt a little bit cloudy or you weren't quite sure how to move forward. There's clarity coming in here, and you're coming up with new strategies, Taurus, to make your money work for you and to be of service. Negotiations here, compensation, and I'm getting reciprocity. So there's something with equal give and take where it may not have felt balanced in the past. Some of you may have even worked in some sort of seasonal work or temp job. But there's job changes coming in here because you are making choices to better your life. But I feel like you had to do what you had to do to survive, because the Mask card showing up, it reminds me of the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, this could have been someone or a company or even your own self may have been in that self-preservation mode. I have to do what I have to do to survive, to pay the bills, to bring in a paycheck. For others of you, you may have felt betrayed by someone that you were working with. Now, the Mask doesn't have to be a bad card. This could be very powerful for, actors or for those with hidden potential. And that's kind of what I'm getting here for a lot of you Taurians, because your main energy for the month of September is the wings. And the wings showing up here is all about rising above money issues. For those of you that are business owners, this could be the month that your business really takes off. Or if it went through a little bit of a lull period, you could be profiting more this month because of some new ideas or new strategies that you are coming up with. This card brings in spiritual work. This is life purpose. This is mission. So whenever the Wings card shows up, because you are shifting internally, and I'm getting strong, again, Hermit energy, you've been doing that soul searching. You've been changing what's going on in here. And when you change what's going on in here, that is the biggest difference that you can make in your world. And then you start to see it flowing in your outer world. Then you're able to truly get honest with yourself about what you need to do, about what you want, about how you feel. And this can be about, excuse me, a secret, a secret stash. For some of you, it is about saving up, maybe even crunching numbers, saving pennies. For others of you, there could have been some sort of theft even. Now, it's something that I feel like you're already aware of if this were to have happened for you, or it could be also, what I'm getting is putting your time, energy, and effort into things that rob you of your time. That's what you're putting an end to. So it wouldn't surprise me to see some ending cards in your reading, such as the World, maybe even the Ten of Swords. Judgment card, because second chances are available. Maybe Six of Swords even, because that's a spiritual transition into something better. And for a lot of you, this is about you going into the unknown, embracing uncharted territory. And I feel like this is going to be your biggest ally at this time. It's going to be one of your biggest blessings, and maybe even the biggest silver lining that comes out of any situations that have been a little bit troubling for you. So let's dive into your reading here, Taurus, and see what is showing up for you in the month of September. We will do a Celtic cross. I'm just going to get all the cards out here for the Celtic cross before we dive in. I do sense something with travel. Okay, some of you may be traveling. There could be an energy of relocating. There could also have been a business or a company that has moved their location. And some of you also work with clients or people overseas is what I'm getting here as well. So it could be people overseas. All right, what else do we have here? Okay. And then we're going to get the final outcome. That's the only card we're not going to look at. So we're not going to look unless it flips upright. We'll flip all the cards over except the final outcome. We'll save that one for last. So your main energy for the month of September, you have Seven of Cups. Excuse me. Some of you, there's going to be important communication. My throat chakra is activated here. So there could be some very important communication that comes in that allows you to take off, right? With the wings, that allows you to be able to spread your wings, because some of you, I'm hearing, your wings were clipped. Maybe you didn't feel like you had a voice, and maybe that's why my voice was going out here in the beginning. So what I'm getting is that you're able to do things in a different light. You're able to finally feel like you're making a little bit of headway. Oh, I love this for you. Okay. So let's dive into your reading. You start off with double sevens. You have your main energy, the Seven of Cups. So there's some options here. This is about making decisions, which we talked about with that pendulum. And then you have the Seven of Wands right on top of it as your challenge. So when the Seven of Cups shows up, this is all about not letting distractions or temptations veer you off your path. Okay, because sometimes that's what this mask is saying here. Sometimes there could be some sort of distraction that comes in and says, Taurus, really, I know you want to go that way, but should you really, right? So Seven of Cups is about you not letting any grandiose temptations get in your way of success. You may need to ground your energy a little bit more. Some of you have been feeling a little bit spacey, a little bit flighty even. Seven of Cups can be about need to focus because you may feel overwhelmed. Maybe there's a lot of options out there, right? Some of you, I'm getting, are overthinking a decision, and September is going to be the month that you just make the decision that you need to, because you are the magician. You actually have the magician showing up here in your hopes and fears. So whatever it is that you focus on this month, be careful what you wish for. You've heard that saying, because you may just get it. And so the fact that you have the pendulum with this Seven of Cups, I certainly sense that, yeah, things seem to be fluctuating a little bit in the mind and also in the heart. So your heart's going in one direction, the head's pulling you in another, and then you just get a little bit scattered. This is about new strategies, but also asking yourself, what do I feel about this strategy? So can you blend, can you integrate both of those, the heart and the mind? That's where you're going to be able to make the decision that is in your highest good and stick to it here. There could be an option here to take a job that may have a little bit higher pay, or maybe it's in an area where you could grow more. But also, does it feel right, or does it feel, okay, this is very important for some of you is what I'm getting here. Some of you may be locked in the golden handcuffs. And if you're not familiar with golden handcuffs, it can be a job or a position where you feel tied or tethered to, but you can't leave because it pays really good, or because it has great benefits, or you just feel stuck even though emotionally you're not treated well. Maybe there is some sort of toxicity, manipulation, narcissism, something of that nature going on, or even betrayal, but the pay is good. or it could be in a good location, right? Some of you really need to weigh up, the pros and cons here and make a decision and stick with it, but ask, how does this make me feel? Now, you have here the Seven of Wands as your challenge. Don't lose courage in your dreams. Don't lose faith, because some of you have felt a little bit wishy-washy, or if you've been looking for a new job and you just kept getting rejection after rejection, or you thought something was going to take off or go someplace and it didn't, you may start to lose confidence in that goal or in that dream. Spirit is saying here, don't give up. You're a warrior. You can go all in, and I feel like you will here, but you got to keep that confidence going a little bit longer here. Now, Seven of Wands can say sometimes we feel like we're walking on eggshells, whether you are working in an environment with other people where you're afraid to speak up, right? Now my throat feels fine. You could be afraid to speak up for your wants, your needs. You may be afraid of judgment, fears, criticism. You may feel like there's pressure coming in from all angles. You may feel defenseless or defensive, or just feel like you're on guard, like the people around you are toxic or looking for a fight, hence the Mass card showing up here, Taurus. Now, if you work from home or you work remotely as well, there could be people that are trying to get your position, or you may just be looking for a little bit of a change in routine. Okay, Seven of Wands energy is saying you have what it takes to stand up for your beliefs, to defend yourself and go the distance. You have here this energy within you where you don't want to conform by someone else's rules or someone else's dreams. You want to make your own happen here. So whether you are wanting to leave the corporate world and go off on your own, or for those of you that already have, don't lose faith, because yes, there may be a lot of options, a lot of inventive ideas that you have for a business here. It's time to choose and stick to it and go all in. Okay, because some of you, procrastination is your downfall, because you have a lot of ideas that just swirl around in the ether. But the biggest thing for you to do is, instead of losing courage that those ideas can turn into reality, you must grab onto that idea, bring it down to earth and go all in, instead of grabbing onto it, pulling it down and then saying, well, do I really want that? Right? Because then what you're doing is you're not focusing your energy and your attention, and then again you get stuck in this. So it could be something you do it shows up, right? Be careful what you wish for. It could be a job offer, and then when you get it, you don't go all in because maybe it's not truly what you desired. So a lot of messages coming through here for you. Now, in the deep, deep past, you do have the Four of Coins. It's in reverse, which is great, because some of you are hanging on quite tightly to an idea, to a belief, to a job, to your reputation, to some sort of ego. I feel like this is ego-based, or it could have been that you were hanging on because you had to pay the bills even, or it was a belief that was ingrained since childhood. But the beautiful thing is you've learned how to let go. So whatever is happening here for you, you have the knowledge and the experience of how to let something go, but it still feels a little bit sticky. Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I let go of this belief that I'm not good enough or I can't accomplish that? Absolutely, you can let this go. Four of Coins showing up here for you. Four of Pentacles is about managing your resources and finances. It's a need for stability. And in order for you to have that stability here, it's important to stay consistent, right? Consistency is key, and to not procrastinate any longer. Now, some of you are saying, well, Melissa, I've been doing the work, but it's externally those that are procrastinating. It's society or what's going on in the world. And that may certainly feel the case, like the case here, but go within at this time, because you may still be feeling some subconscious beliefs of lack of, right? Not being good enough, not feeling seen. Maybe it was that last job that you had. Maybe as a boss said, yeah, we'd love to make you partner, or we'd love to give you that promotion, but it's been prolonged where you're starting to lose faith that really will happen. Four of Coins showing up here is all about you protecting what's yours and taking a look at your scarcity or poverty conscious mindset. And a lot of you are working on letting that go and releasing it. And once you do that, to its fullest, even some of those little strains that are still showing up subconsciously, once you fully release that poverty conscious mindset, you take off here, rise above. You know that money, currency, all of it is just an energy. It's just an exchange. And when we hang on to the attachment of what something should look like or how it should come to us, right? It restricts. And the way I like to see it is, holding your hand out and someone pouring water in your hand, when you start to squeeze onto it because you want to hang on to that water, what happens is it comes out all the areas of your fingers, right? But it's when you can just loosely hang on to it without attachment is when you'll be able to hold the most space. So whatever you're contemplating, make a decision, stay consistent with it, stick to it here, and trust and believe, because that's a really big energy showing up for you. Now, Taurus, in the past, you do have the 10 of coins. So a lot of you are focusing on your long-term growth, your long-term stability, your lasting security here. So whether it is retirement, whether it's, a family home, a dream vacation for you. Some of you, it's college funds or paying off debt. It can also be some sort of investment or inheritance as well, looking at a will or looking at what you'll leave behind. This is all about your legacy, Taurus. And even for those of you that do not have children, you're leaving behind your legacy by taking a stand, making a difference in the world. Even if it's at your line of work or doing what it is that you do, there's something where you stand out. And I feel that if this is your business here, you absolutely stand out. You will leave a legacy. You will leave your footprint in the sand here. But I feel like it's going to last for quite some time, even more so than you realize, well beyond the time that you've crossed over into the other side. Now, what's coming in above you? We have the Knight of Coins. There could be something that you're working on that's taking a little bit of time, but it's going to be worth it, because the Knight of Coins, look at him. Not only is he on a tightrope, he is standing on a motorcycle, balancing on that tightrope. If someone were to do that, it would take years and years and years of practice. It's not something that he can just do, right? If you or I were to go at the top of this building and do this tightrope, we wouldn't even make it 2 seconds before we fell. It takes time, energy, and effort. So don't give up, right? Because he has mastered this. And yes, there's still going to be times that he slips or his footing is a little bit off. But the more that you practice, the more that you believe in your dreams, and the more that you stay consistent with your goals, the better you're going to get here. And the more you will be able to feel confident, and the more money you'll be able to bring in as well. Because this is all about patience to succeed. Now, some of you Taurians feel a little bit impatient because you get that bull or that rammy energy, and you want things now. And if they don't happen sometimes in the now of our ego versus divine timing, we give up on them. And that's what Spirit is saying. Don't give up, because you have these ideas and you have this energy. And this isn't just you, Taurus. This is society as a whole. We want that quick, instant, get rich quick or instant gratification. This is saying that something that you've been working on, even though it's taking a little bit of time, this Knight of Coins, he is the most reliable, trustworthy, dependable knight out of all the knights, because he's practiced and mastered the art of his skill. And this is you, Taurus. You're going to practice and master your art, whatever that may be for you. Now, in the near future here, try to be careful of excessive expectations, because you do have the Three of Cups in reverse here, which we all have. There's duality in every energy, and we can be at the lower vibration or the higher vibration. And with the Three of Cups, you can get to that point of gleeful celebration, celebrating here your wins. But sometimes we forget to celebrate those wins because our expectations are too darn high, right? So just be sure here. And now, I'm not saying don't set the bar for yourself. That's absolutely okay. But sometimes when we have a specific or a certain expectation, it can set us up for for failure, because there may be a one-track way of doing things when there could be many different ways to do things. Celebrate the wins along the way. Don't let excess get the best of you. Okay, don't let those expectations bring you down here, and just reassess. Some of you may need to get honest about your goals. What's working? What's within your scope, your vision is what I feel here. If you want to buy a home, but you only make, let's say, $100,000 a year, it's going to be a little bit difficult to buy $1 million home. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. It can be done with this patience and this hard work. But if you have an expectation and you're putting it out there where tomorrow you want to buy $1 million home, that could be an expectation that falls flat. I hope that makes sense. So again, it doesn't mean that you can't dream big, but make sure that you are aligning yourself within the scope of what you can and cannot necessarily achieve at this time. So it's about being a realist or being real about the energy. And I'm all for dream big, shoot for the stars, your belief. But there's something that Spirit is saying here. You may be way over here or way in left field, which doesn't mean you won't be able to hit one out to left field. But right now, focus within. Okay, focus on, that first and second base here, just getting to point A to B. All right, what else do we have? We're going to clarify. We're going to actually clarify this Three of Cups and get a little bit more. Pay attention to your health as well for those of you Taurians who may like to indulge a little bit, indulge in excess, maybe some wines or some alcohols or, sleepless nights, or maybe going out with a crowd or, the work friends after work and have a few, tie one on, right? Just be careful, because you could be spending your time and energy, on specific things that aren't always in your highest good, where you could be spending that time and energy here, building up your dreams. Okay. What else do we have here? And same with foods, same with, anything that we can go to excess on. Three of Pentacles. Look at this, double three. So not only do you have double sevens, you have a Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, making that dream work. Oh, okay. I get this. For some of you, you may not want someone else's help. Okay. Three of Cups says, no, I'm good, right? I don't really need that third party energy. Even though you may want help, subconsciously, some of you may push that help away. You may say, I can do it by myself. I got it, right? But Three of Pentacles is saying here, you may benefit from additional resources or working with other like-minded individuals, putting and pooling in all of your ideas, working with a mentor or a coach or a trusted friend or relative. Someone here could help you, but you may have some sort of expectation, or someone has an expectation from you. So for example, let's say you decided to say yes to that boss of working a little bit over the 5 o'clock timeline, right? You were punching out at 5 and the boss said, hey, Taurus, can you stay for an extra hour? I'd really love your help. And you were thinking, well, I can today. Yeah, that's fine. And then your boss started to expect you to do this all the time. And now you're kind of a little bit stuck in that cycle where, what do I do now? So it could be important for you to speak up. Okay. And that's just an example. It could be anything though. It could be anything from maybe even a family member has asked you to watch their children without pay, and they asked you for a favor once, but now they expect you to do it. So it could be other people's expectations, not your own, and it may be important for you to speak up as well. Okay, please take that as it resonates. Now let's see how you're doing. This is all about you. And as I talk about that, my throat chakra is feeling a little bit fuzzy here. So yes, if some of you are getting taken advantage of, or if there's some sort of expectation that maybe you just can't meet, be honest. Say, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. Or that's not within my scope. I'm sorry. You're going to have to find someone else. And that's okay to do that. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to take a hit to your self-confidence. And, you know, it means you're setting a healthy boundary. So what's in your energy? Five of Swords. I mean, look at him. He's a beast. He's going in here. You could feel like there's a ruthless win, like someone around you may be wanting to win at all costs. Maybe this is you. Maybe you're determined. But I sense because you have the Seven of Swords, there is a little bit of lost courage. But I feel like there could be conflict, a little bit back and forth. Five of Swords energy is about needing to maybe compromise a little bit, or knowing when to fight for something and when to walk away. Okay, basically that's what you're telling yourself. Do I continue fighting for this, or do I walk away? When this Five of Swords shows up, I do feel for a lot of you, there's been some sort of victory, some sort of defeat, but I also sense that there's been deceit, okay, because of this mask. And you may be showing your true colors, or you see someone else's true colors here in a situation, and it's ruthless. That kind coworker who is nice to your face, you may see that they're, gossiping or backstabbing. And you may say, well, what the hell's wrong with this person? I thought that I could trust them, or I thought that they were nice. So I definitely feel like you're feeling the tension with people around you, or this could be mental. This could be all up in your head as well. Maybe you're feeling like you're at war with your thoughts about a situation here. Now, showing up in your environment, you have the Seven of Coins. I mean, triple sevens. This isn't a coincidence here. We're in a 7 global year. 2023 breaks down to 7. Seven's all about spirituality. It's about inner awareness, wisdom, insight, and reflection. And depending on when you're watching this, August and September are huge retrograde months. And retrograde is all about reflection, re-evaluating what's working, what's not. It is about replenishing. All of the RE words that you can think of is basically what retrograde is all about. Gaining retrospection, right? Am I on the right path? Do I feel good? Is this something that is going to withstand the test of time? Seven of Coins, your fruits of your labor. You're saying, are my fruits of my labor going to pay off if I keep going forward, or do I need to pivot and course correct? I feel like there's something here that's ready to be born in a sense, or ready to be shifted into a new energy, a new vibration. Now, the Seven of Coins shows up in the upright, which is good. So I do feel like your hard work is going to pay off. So if you continue to move forward and stay consistent, you're going to have that win. Beautiful. All right. Now, in your hopes and fears position, your dreams, goals, hopes, fears, all that stuff, you have the Magician, which I love to see. However, sometimes when the Magician shows up, like I said, be careful what we wish for. We also see the infinity symbol, the 8 at the very top. And this is about you being able to tap into the unlimited aspects, potential, wealth, everything out in the ether. You're able to bring it in here by using the tools that you have, Taurus, the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles. This is about you manifesting a reward, but also the flip side of the Magician, you can also manifest punishment. That may be a big piece of the choice that you're going back and forth. Do you deserve this? Yes, you do. It's your birthright. Are you worthy of this? Yes, you are. It's your birthright. Even if it's not a feeling of, I deserve this. Maybe you feel like you don't deserve it. Maybe you don't, right? But it is your birthright. And that's something that you need to really step into, because you may have met the person who has the Rolex, drives the fancy car, has the big truck or the nice things, but are they happy in here, or are they chasing some sort of external stimulation? No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with nice things, but a lot of times if we're constantly chasing something external, I do feel like this energy here isn't always feeling fulfilled emotionally. And so for some of you, it's important to remember that you can manifest this reward on all levels, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, instead of just the physical. Okay, are those things really making you happy? So there's something here with knowing that you deserve the rewards here of what it is you're putting your energy into. because you have the Knight of Coins and the Ten of Coins here. So you have a lot of this Pentacle energy here. You also have the Four of Coins. You have the Seven of Coins. So there's a little bit of conflict going on in the mind. Do I keep going? Believe. Because the Magician believes as well. They put on a little bit of that magic show. And that could be part of this mask energy as well, where some of you need to ask yourself, am I putting on this, this facade of everything looks great on paper, but do I feel good here where it counts the most? Now, this showing up here is about you diving into your hidden potential. That's what this mask card is showing. And if you think of, the Magician, he can wear a mask as well. But for those of you that are diving into your spiritual gifts and your talents, this is all about you trusting that you have those talents, you have those gifts within, you have this. That for sure is your birthright, and you will be rewarded if you trust and not second guess them. So when it comes to manifesting here, we're going to see what it is that you are focusing on manifesting. I mean, we see it around you, but let's just clarify. Whoa, the stars. There's your Three of Cups showing up again. So you want to manifest here a grateful celebration. You want to be able to celebrate your wins instead of feeling like you're left out on the sidelines, watching everyone else succeed. You want to celebrate success here. You want to feel like you're accomplished. You want to have that victory wreath, right? Six of Wands is a powerful minor arcana about achievement, fame, victory, recognition, right? Not being overlooked. Who wants to be overlooked? No one. Who wants to feel shameful or humiliated? No one. Who wants to feel like a failure? No one. So even though this is part of the stepping stones on the way to success, it's also important for you to open your heart to the opportunities that are in front of you here. Instead of letting any sort of fears, manipulation, or attachments get the better of you with the Devil here. Okay, you have what it takes. You have the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Devil. So yeah, I mean, the Devil here is don't obsess about a situation. Okay, don't obsess about a punishment or what it is that you feel like you don't deserve, right? Your belief is a huge factor, and you can celebrate the wins, and the stars are aligning to make that happen. I mean, look at the Big Dipper there. You have some really magnificent things coming in here for you, Taurus. Let's take a look at the final outcome. Final outcome for Taurus, you can't make this up. There's the Seven of Swords. It's in reverse though, which is good. It shows up in reverse, which is saying here that you're taking off the mask. And this is about you being honest about your next steps. It's about you being honest with the people around you, attracting people who are going to be honest to you. It is about no longer lying to the self. Literally everything we've been talking about. So the Seven of Swords is about getting yourself out of this situation. And literally, wow, she's taking that mask off there. So Seven of Swords, it doesn't have to be, a horrible, negative betrayal type of energy. For some of you, if this has been what's going on, then yeah, you're probably feeling it a little bit here. You're feeling like you've been deceived, or there was hidden deceit. You've been betrayed here. But for others of you, I feel like this is about you taking off the mask. Maybe you've been in a job for 20 years where you were taught that that's what you should do, what you should go for, maybe by society or by family, or maybe that was what your degree was in. Now, 20 years later, you may be taking off that mask and saying, well, this isn't true for me anymore. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't align with my values or my beliefs, because I've upgraded them and they've shifted and they've changed along the way. But instead of hiding behind a mask of old conditioning, old beliefs, it's time for me to step into your power and step into uncharted territory, right? Dive into that hidden potential. For others of you that are actors, influencers, assistants, or you are moving towards a new position, one that is going to treat you a hell of a lot better, because I do feel here, if there was someone around you, which I'm not getting a lot of people in your environment, this can be a struggle. Do I keep acting or do I let it go, right? Do I keep putting up this front of whatever, maybe it wasn't even a front. Maybe you felt like you were you were coming up against people who are putting up a front, but I feel like this is pure, complete honesty. The truth shall set you free is what Spirit just said. So whatever your truth is, it's going to set you free here. So I actually like the Seven of Swords. I mean, I don't like it. It's not my favorite, but it means that we're getting truth. And I'm a hardcore Libra where I'd rather hear the cold, hard truth than any sort of facade, because my built-in BS detector is strong, right? And you don't want to lie. And I feel like this is you here, Taurus, where someone can't get, they can't put a facade on. You're going to see right through it. They can't lie to you because your BS detector is going to be on radar here, and you're going to know. Yeah, there's that Hermit that I felt here in the beginning of your reading. So some deep soul searching in order for you to take off that blindfold, and Seven of Pentacles, which you see here in your environment. Fruits of your labor will pay off, but there's a little bit of this soul searching here that you've been doing, and there's a decision that needs to be made. So basically everything we've been seeing here. Remember, you're the magician. You're the creator. Some things that you may have manifested in your life, you may be wanting to get rid of. So maybe it was something you wanted at that time, but now that you have it, or now that it's here, you may be saying, well, I don't know if I want that now. That's okay. You can change your mind here. We have free will. All right, let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Taurus? Wisdom of the Oracle. Some of you are going to hear about some truths, right? There could be a truth of a situation coming out, or you're getting honest with yourself about an underlying deep-seated issue. Okay, time for a nap. You have here card 24. So there's that Hermit energy of just taking a step back. And in order for you to get rid of some of this mental conflict with the Five of Swords, you may be deciding to put down your sword and just rest. Instead of fighting, instead of continuing. So many times we get into that obsessive energy of hustle, hustle, hustle. That's what society tells us we must do. It's masculine. It's action oriented. We have to be producing. We have to be working, 16-hour days. We have to. And really, no, that's not the energy that we want to continue moving towards. Yes, it's okay to hustle in a positive sense, but it's also important to step back and reflect as well. Are we still on that path, or do we need to slow things down a little bit? So card 24, that could be a significant number for you. Some of you may be born on the 24th, or there could be here a very important date on the 24th coming up in the month of September. Okay, this is all about rest. Some of you may even be traveling or taking a little bit of time off around the 24th. It's temporary non-action to allow your dreams to arise. To allow your dreams to arise. This is a great time to take a break from your busy schedule and allow yourself the opportunity, Taurus, to step back. Your plans are meant to be put on ice. Your goals can wait. Dream, imaginate, and let go of attachments. This is interesting because you have the Seven of Cups. So for some of you, the Seven of Cups is about expansion. It's about dreaming, right? And so please take it whatever vibration it is for you. Like I said, there is a vibration of each card. So for those of you who are thinking to yourselves that you feel overwhelmed and you just need to kind of focus on a couple things, then go for that. But for others of you, if you felt like there's not enough options at this time, then it's time to daydream. It's time to wishful think or put yourself out there into, creating more options for yourself. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to go all in. All right, let's see here. Dream, imaginate, and let go of attachment to any outcome. Meditate. Take a holiday if you can. Things will speed up soon enough after a break. You may want to make some changes. Epiphanies have an amazing way of arising when you take your focus off your to-do list and allow yourself to rest. Yeah, because I am sensing here that because you have that mental conflict, that Five of Swords, some of you need to give the mind a rest. That sometimes overactive imagination. So just take a rest. Allow yourself to read a good book or to journal or to expand in a different way instead of just what you're focusing on, because some of you may be again obsessing about a situation, and the more that you're able to let that go, let that attachment go, the more insight you will have, and you'll come back with a fresh new energy to make some big significant changes in your world. And we talked about that earlier as well, because it'll help you rise above any of those money issues that you have. So let's take a look here and get a few messages from the spirit animals. Now at this time, I just ask, if you can, Taurus, please take a deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. A nice big deep breath in. And close your eyes and tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps it's an animal that swims deep in the sea. Your animals could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. There is no right or wrong answer, Taurus. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below your video, and I personally will enter you into the free reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the 1st of each month and post right back here on this channel. All right, so these could be significant numbers for you. 64, 13, 16, 14, 51, 15, and 40. That could be your age. It could be your date of birth. It could be a house number, part of your phone number. Please take it as it resonates. So we do have the wasp spirit. Yeah, sometimes life does sting. It's part of life. It is inevitable to go through some of those challenges, but the suffering is a choice. And yes, there's a sting, but just like with any sting, it will heal. So I feel like some of you have taken a little bit of a sting, and now you may be in that healing stage here, and you may be pausing with the 7 of Pentacles, and you may decide to keep going forward in the direction that you're on, or you may pivot, course correct. You have cat spirit, claim your independence, card 13. This is all about you, claiming your independence by removing any facade or any attachments, any masks around you or within your energy. That's going to free you up. You have coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Yeah, because some of you are taking a little bit of a detour. Maybe you've been a teacher for 20 years and you're saying, you know, I don't want to teach. Maybe you want to be a principal. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to be a dog walker. Whatever it is here, trust in your calling, because something here is guiding you. Well, your intuition, your higher self, source energy is guiding you to take a little bit of a detour, to pivot at this time. We have chameleon spirit, act as if these changes that are happening, you're able to embrace. Act as if you want to, have that business, then act like that successful business owner, that inspirational business owner that you are. Act as if these things are already taking place in your life. It's almost a fake it till you make it type of energy, but ultimately it's just you digging into that belief system. So it's there, but sometimes we just need to, and that could be that mask energy as well. Fake it till you make it, right? So please take it how it resonates with you. Sandpiper, be playful. We take life here on earth so seriously sometimes. When's the last time you laughed, Taurus? When's the last time that you just let your shoulders fall? When you were able to feel happy? Allow yourself that this month, because there's miracles backing you up. You have cow spirit, and it says the miracles are endless. And as soon as something comes out into the open here, whether it's you being honest with you, whether it's other people being honest with you, I feel like the miracles are flooding in. And then you'll be able to tend to a couple of the smaller things, right? Mouse Spirit says tend to the smaller things. So this could be just taking a look at where your money's at, how much, maybe interest rate is happening over here. It could even be organizing your desk space, cleaning out an old drawer. It could be watering your plants in your office. Whatever this is here for you, I feel like you're going to have a little more clarity and you're going to have more time, more space, and more energy to tend to those things that maybe you've put on the back burner. Maybe you walk into your office and you see that a plant is wilting or it needs to be watered, or maybe that shelf needs to be dusted. So I do feel like there is an energy here of you having more time and energy to do some of those things after some much needed rest. All right, last but not least, let's see which crystal, gemstone, fossil, or mineral that you can utilize in the month of September to help you on your most prosperous path. You have two cards that came out here. You have fluorite and you have Seraphos green quartz, card 50 and card 24. Now both green, which is interesting. This is all about the heart chakra, but we're going to go with fluorite here, card 24. And then we also have green quartz, which is a highly vibrational crystal as well. But let's see what we have here for you. So fluorite, this is all about clarity and purity, clear focus, an end to cluttered thinking. Hello, Seven of Cups. So yeah, if you've been feeling a little bit cluttered in thinking, fluorite can really help you bring more clarity and focus, because that Five of Swords says some of you are feeling a little bit scattered. All becomes clear when you become clear. There's that Seven of Swords. Releasing any ambiguity or confusion over mixed messages from the outside. Tune into the radio conscious universe and align with the purity of love, wisdom, and strength being transmitted so that the affluence you seek can have a clear channel to reach you. Your outer conditions will change as you work with fluorite spirit, becoming clear on what abundance truly is and letting go of old fears about not having enough wealth in a specific form. Riches are yours if you open up to the universe's ideas of what your abundance looks like. Remember that money is only a symbol of abundance and prosperity, but it shows up in many different ways. So keep your eyes open. Look at that. We have keep your eyes open as the mask and the Seven of Swords show up for you. So wow, the synchronicities here in your reading, Taurus, are just miraculous, but fluorite is going to help bring that clarity to you. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. Very powerful, insightful reading. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. I would love to see those power animals in the comment section box below. And if you are vibrating with the energy of the channel and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Taurus, for being here. Lots of love.